plan for this trip is to head up and around the Olympics. There's some spots I want to take photos of. I actually did a very similar trip like this last year where I just went around the Olympics and did a bunch of photography. I'm actually going to do pretty much the same thing. It's been a while since I've been to the Olympics, and to be honest with you, it seems like I go up there every year in February, which is kind of odd. I want to change that cadence up because it's always like this. It's always raining over there. I got to the spot pretty late last night. Surprisingly, there's nobody here, but to be fair, it's pouring rain out. Or maybe, I don't know, people like camping in rain. I like camping in rain. But anyways, gonna head out and probably go get gas.
Keep us flowing, you know, change the world. Amir was another person that came in here this fight week, talked everything about how to do missions.
Okay, so it's the next morning. This is probably one of the nicest mornings I've seen on the Olympics, especially here in February. Usually it's really cold. It's actually cold right now, but the sun is coming out, so it's getting a lot warmer. But anyways, I do have some new toys to share with the class. So if you want to take a look over here, I kind of mentioned this before, but I did get a new drawer system, which I'll get to in a second. I recently picked up this Ignik Skullet, I think that's what they call it. Yeah, a buddy of mine, Steve, has one of these, and so every time I go camping with him, he always brings it out. But yeah, I picked this up to replace the iKamper Disco series. The only reason why I want that is because it's multi-purpose. You can cook on top of it, kind of like what the Disco series is, and then it acts as a heater as well. So it's either between that or the How campfire. Everybody that I've talked to that has the How campfires, you need something way more than what I have. You need like a 20-pound propane tank, which makes sense if it's putting out that amount of heat. You probably want something a lot bigger than what I have. This is the first night of me using it. So far it's been decently easy to set up. This thing is a lot heavier than I thought. The tripod legs took me a little bit to figure out to fold out. It's kind of weird design. But anyways, the igniter to it is pretty dope. So you can turn that on, turn it all the way up, and then you can kind of see it right here in the shadows on the heat that it's giving out. You can actually open the top part too if you want to cook on. These become the mounts, kind of like the Disco series. But overall, I mean, it's super cool. It's kind of nice to have something like this to carry with you if you have the room, which I currently now do. Now that I have all these boxes, what I found is just leaving this on top of it to heat up the water so you can clean dishes with warm water. But yeah, let's talk about the new drawer system. So this is built by B3 Customs. For I think maybe the last year or so, I kind of wanted to upgrade my drawer system. Basically, my rooftop tent was going to go away. I was going to reinvest that money into something a little nicer on the drawers. And I kind of hinted that maybe a couple videos ago where I said I wanted a new drawer system. I was reaching out to a lot of people to build something like this. And these guys responded. They asked for all my needs and everything. We went back and forth through emails, and so this is kind of what we came up with. But yeah, anyways, let's go a little more in depth into this whole setup. So I guess the main reason why I wanted this drawer system was because it comes with a built-in stove. So this is the 2-burner from Dometic that's installed within this drawer. This is pretty cool too because there's a little latch here that this pops up as well. It's all within the strut, so you can put a bunch of other stuff in here for storage, and then you can just bring it down and then it just latches in. The cutting board over here is
bamboo, and it falls neatly in here. And this is all the storage as well. This is the propane tank that it comes with. It's got a shut off valve as well, so you can turn this to turn off the stove, and then if you want to turn it on, this will connect. So it's as simple as turning these on and then pushing it to ignite it. So now these are on, and then obviously if you want to turn it off, just turn these off. It comes with a built-in sink as well, and this is perfect for me because I barely do my dishes outside. Hopefully I get to start doing that a little more. But yeah, this is your typical sink where you can just push this down and it becomes a sink, drainage and everything. But it's cool because it slides out. It works as extra working space as well. This has always been just my kitchen pantry drawer, so I have all the coffee stuff in here, the cooking utensils and other miscellaneous things like can openers, and then back here is just all my pots and pans and stuff, and then whatever else I can fit in here. I haven't really decided yet. That goes in there. These side cubbies also open up as well, but as you can tell, if I needed to use them, I'll use them, but for now I have yet to use them. Anyways, that's the new drawer system. It's pretty sweet. This is my first night using it, so I'm still getting kind of used to how everything works. The propane tank is refillable, so I do carry one of these where this part connects to the my propane tank, and then this connects to the smaller one, and then you can refill it with this, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the whole entire drawer system. It comes with a sleeping platform as well, because obviously now I sleep in the vehicle rather than in a rooftop tent. But yeah, I mean, I felt like I outgrown the old drawers. Not that there was anything wrong with them, but I felt like I needed something a little more, something that fit my lifestyle. I will say these were not cheap, as everything in the overlanding space. These were pretty pricey. I think total it came out excluding shipping was like $4 grand. My thought process was, if I was gonna get a new rooftop tent, how much was I willing to spend? And to be honest with you, I was gonna spend maybe $2 grand on a brand new rooftop tent. And so with me selling my old one plus what I can get with what I was willing to spend, it equaled out to basically this drawer system. So I will say, if you're looking to get something like this, you should definitely go through like trial runs first. I wouldn't just go all out into this, and unless you're like wanting to live inside your vehicle like this, which I kind of do. There are weeks on ends where I feel like I want to be traveling a lot more, and so something like this makes sense. But if you want to go out for the weekend, this is pretty excessive in my opinion. But anyways, I have leftover rice, which is perfect for fried rice, so I'm gonna make that here in a second. The Rainforest out here in the Olympics is like maybe a mile down that way, so I'm probably gonna head up there to check it out, take a couple photos, come back around. I think I'm gonna hang out around the coast, and so that's the plan for today. If you guys haven't been following along, I've been building out a trip planning app, soon to be mobile app as well. The whole purpose is to help you guys plan out your trips a lot better and more efficiently. It's supposed to be collaborative as well, so anybody can add things into the trip, maybe like detours, and if you love cooking, you can add all of your meals, and it's a centralized place for people to just see. And one of the feedbacks I got is when you are sharing your trips, not many people want to give out too much information when you're sharing, specifically the coordinates to your camp spots. So I guess the use case behind this and the problem I'm trying to solve here is when you are planning out your trips, maybe it's like an annual or bi-weekly or whatever it is, they'll join a giant group chat, all the information is posted, and then last minute they dip out, and then some of these information is just out there. Sometimes people want to keep their spots to themselves and all that stuff. So I built out a permissioning service. So when you want to share your trips and everything, you can toggle on and off what you want to display when you share those links. Also, you can set the link to expire at a certain time and date. If you delete the link, it also expires. It's like a one-time secret if you guys ever use that. It does need a little bit more of an intuitive design, so I'm still looking to improve. And if you guys have any new features that you guys want to add or think might be useful when it comes to trip planning, just let me know.